Hey guys, welcome to another mental health video. Today we're going to be talking about the top couple things you're going to see from an impulsive borderline. Impulsive borderlines, they have pros, they have cons. Like borderline girls can be extremely sweet, they can be extremely caring, extremely loving. They can be fun to be with. So there's a lot of pros to BPD. But some of the behaviors you're going to see from an impulsive borderline, I'd say number one is they do extremely impulsive behaviors with their partner. The slightest fight, they're going to jump right on the phone, get the cops right over there. It happens all the times with impulsive borderlines. I've been in numerous relationships with several impulsive borderlines. I think they're attracted to me because I'm an antisocial person. I'm very antisocial as a result of a lifetime of abuse. I was abused my entire life. Started early as a child, physical abuse, emotional, sexual. And then as an adult, emotionally abused by many people. Many adults emotionally abused me. But I refuse to put on a label as a victim because I'm more or less a survivor of the abuse, because I'm kicking forward and moving forward one step at a time, one day at a time. That's what I recommend you guys do. I actually opened my door the other day and smashed myself in the face. I was opening up a car door and someone had said something distracted me and I hit myself in the face and busted my lip open, was bleeding right there on the spot. So that's going to be the first thing you're going to see from an impulsive borderline in relationships is they're very quick to call the police. Why? Because they're impulsive. They do extremely impulsive things. What's impulsive mean? It basically means you're acting without thinking. You're doing things on an impulse. So rather than sitting there and thinking about whatever problem is in front of them, rationally thinking of it from all sides, what's the possibility that, maybe I'm wrong? Maybe this person didn't do what's they're being accused of. Seeing it from all angles. The impulsive person is just going to be quick to lash out and automatically assume the boyfriend or girlfriend is guilty. Especially if it's a serious thing, they're going to assume the other party's guilty. I think this is closet hatred. A lot of these borderlines have closet hatred towards men. So they're going to lash out at their partner and always assume their partner is guilty when they might not be guilty of anything. Um, but it's very impulsive. The police calling is very impulsive because they're not thinking about the consequences to their actions. They're not thinking about how the other person feels. You know what I'm saying? Like recently, I was accused of doing something that I did not do. This person called the police on me, guys, and I'm 100% innocent of what they're accusing me of. I've been fully transparent with the police, offered to cooperate with the police to prove my innocence because I'm being accused right now of something that I did not do. And they called police guys. They called police right away without looking at it from all sides. That's the impulsive borderline. They're just going to call the police on you without thinking about how it's going to affect you, without thinking about the consequences, because they don't care. A lot of these borderlines are also antisocial. So the antisocial piece makes them lack empathy, makes them not care about their partner. So they'll just call the police on you without any regard to how you're feeling. Like I went and visited a friend the other day. Basically, to make a long story short, one of their family members made a couple Facebook accounts on my phone number, and this family member is only admitting to one of the Facebook accounts. So my girlfriend is accusing me, or my ex-girlfriend is accusing me of making an account with this person's name, profile, and everything. They actually called the police and everything, guys, thinking that I made this profile, which is completely untrue. I had nothing to do with the creation of these Facebook accounts. It was a young person that was living in our house at the time. Basically, this young person used my phone number to make two Facebook accounts. And then I brought it to their attention the other day. I looked at the young person. I said, "Did you make it Facebook accounts with my phone number?" The young person completely at first denied it, and then later admitted that one of the accounts, in fact, was hers. And then she doesn't remember the other account because it was made in 2024. So my impulsive borderline ex-girlfriend literally just assumes that I made this account under this young person's name. It was a faceless Facebook account, had no face, but it was made in 2024. She literally calls the police on me. She's screaming at me in the apartment, accusing me of being guilty for doing this. I had to call the police back after she called them and let them know, hey, I didn't make these Facebook accounts. I'll give you guys both of my cell phones. Like, I have 2 cell phones. I said, I give you both of my cell phones to prove I had nothing to do with the creation of these 2 Facebook accounts. Like I said, it was a young person that was living with me and my girlfriend. A 14-year-old made 2 Facebook accounts with my phone number. She had access to my phone because she was living with us. And she basically used my phone number to make 2 Facebook accounts and is only admitting to one of the accounts. The other account was made in 2024, so maybe this young person forgot. But either way, I had visited my impulsive ex-girlfriend last week, and we had a wonderful week. We were having a wonderful week hanging out as friends. We're having a great week. We were having a great week with the kids. We were having a fun week. And then I literally confronted the 14-year-old. Hey, did you use my phone number to make these 2 Facebook accounts? And then I logged into my account and her 2 accounts showed up, like, because it was linked to my phone number. And so right away, she's literally chasing me out the door, guys, screaming at me at the top of my lungs. I literally had to leave to prevent any situations from happening. That's what I recommend that you men do. If you're being falsely accused, which is going to be number 2 to this video, false accusations. You're going to get a lot of that from these impulsive borderlines. They're going to falsely accuse you. Just like I'm being falsely accused of making that 2nd Facebook account. I did not do that. I've offered the state police both of my phones. I've offered them to search my house. I've offered them to search my car. I've offered them to search everything I have privately. I've offered them to look through my Facebook. I've offered them to look through all my phones, take my phones. I've offered a lie detector test. I had nothing to do with the creation of those 2 Facebook accounts. But I said to my ex-girlfriend, after she called the police on me, they ended up talking to me. I ended up bringing the police back with me to talk about this because I always take police with me, just to prevent situations from escalating, keep the peace, especially when you're dealing with people that have a history of assault. Like her daughter has a history of assault, so that's why I brought the police with me to maintain a safe situation, especially when it's 2-on-1, like it's her and her mom accusing me. But like I said, the police, I have some police that watch my videos in my state, so just know, guys, that I'm offering you my phones. I'm offering to take a state police lie detector test. I didn't have anything to do with the creation of that young person's account. She's lying. She's literally just lying to her mother. The mother had broken my phone. One day I just walked upstairs and she was mad that I took my phone in the shower. She smashes it against the wall 7 times and breaks my phone. Refuses to give it back. I had to leave and the cops ended up getting called for that. And to this day, I never got my broken phone back. Yesterday, I asked about it. She said that it was severely smashed and broken and that she threw it in the dump. I have a personal theory that maybe the young 14-year-old that lives in her house, maybe she got the broken phone and that's how she was able to put my number into these 2 Facebook accounts. Just a theory. And this young person's on probation, so she probably didn't want to get caught for taking my old phone. Because to this day, my ex-girlfriend has never given me back my smashed phone. It's still missing. She owned up to breaking it, but she says that she just threw it away. In the moment, she refused to give it to me because she didn't want to get caught for breaking it and didn't want to have to pay for it when me and the police both know that she broke my phone. But she still refused to pay for it. To this day, she hasn't paid me for the broken phone. So that's going to be number 1, guys, is impulsive borderlines are going to call the cops on you constantly. I don't know how many fucking times my ex-girlfriend called the police on me. Numerous times, guys. Numerous times that she called the police on me. Some of my ex-girlfriends were doing the same type of behavior. Like one time I went and visited an ex-girlfriend, a borderline, hadn't seen her for 2 or 3 days, knocked on the door. She calls 911 right there. I think she had some PTSD going on because a former boyfriend had beat the shit out of her in the same type of situation. So I think the mistake I made was I shouldn't have gone and knocked on her door. I should have just I should have just waited for her to come to me. But when you love people, you want to check on them, right? Because I had knocked on her door and offered to help her with her dishes, and she called 911 on me right there. I've had other instances of borderline girlfriends calling the police on me. So number 2 is going to be false accusations, guys. Just this month, I've been falsely accused for numerous things. Like one day she found her door open. This was an ex-girlfriend of mine. She accused me of breaking into her house. That was a false accusation. Then her social security cards were found in my vehicle when I was cleaning my car. She accuses me of breaking into her house and taking these social security cards. That was proven to be a false accusation. The same girl, one time I hadn't done a ride. She literally tells me, if you don't do this ride, I'm going to tell the police that you put a gun to my head. That was another false accusation. And now the creation of these 2 Facebook accounts, which the daughter is owning up to one and lying about the second, that is a false accusation, guys. Like I said, I will take a state police lie detector test that I had nothing to do with the creation of this young person's account. I'll let the cops take both of my phones, search my house, search my car. I'm 100% innocent, guys. But the false accusations are going to be the second thing that you deal with. And then finally, guys, to conclude this video, number 3 is going to be intense, inappropriate anger, guys. Just like the other day when I showed her and her daughter these 2 accounts because I was confronting the daughter for using my phone number, because she at first she lied and said she didn't use my number. And I whipped out my phone and showed her and her mom these 2 accounts that said the daughter's name, that was linked to my phone and my account. Immediately, the girlfriend starts screaming at the top of her lungs, literally chasing me out the door, guys, because anytime a domestic violence situation happens, I get my shoes on and I leave. As soon as the girl starts escalating, I get my shoes on and I leave, because I'm doing exactly what I teach you guys to do. Get your shoes on and leave. Don't escalate the situation. Just get your shoes on and leave. So inappropriate, intense anger is going to be another thing that you're going to deal with impulsive borderlines. You're going to also, as a bonus, guys, you're going to also deal with severely impulsive behavior. Like they're just going to go to guys' houses when you're dating them, or they're going to have a guy pick them up because they don't have a vehicle, when they could easily walk their ass down to the store, but they'll have another man pick them up when they're in a relationship. So you're going to get shady behaviors too from these type of women, cheating type behaviors. But that's going to conclude today's video, guys. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe. You can share the video. Don't forget to check out one of my best-selling t-shirts in the comment section. You can get mom a t-shirt, sister, cousin, grandma. It's a butterfly shirt that I personally designed for Amazon. The link's going to be in the comments. But those are some of the main symptoms that you're going to see from a borderline person. That inappropriate, intense anger, impulsive borderlines are going to falsely accuse you of things, false accusations. Number 3 is them calling the police on you constantly. They just call the police on you because they lack empathy. They don't care about your feelings. They don't care how it affects you. Like, did you guys know that I have severe PTSD? I'm walking down the road the other day and a police cruiser comes up to me and I have severe PTSD. This is an example of her not giving a shit about my PTSD or my anxiety. She doesn't give a shit about it. She's only thinking about herself. She didn't care that I had PTSD. She's just going to send the police after me anyway and raise my anxiety to a high level. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Remember, make the right decision today. Don't lash out at your girlfriend, because you're just going to end up in jail, guys. You're just going to end up in jail if you lash out at anyone. You're just going to end up in jail or dead. The only person that's going to be affected by a negative choice is you, because at the end of the day, if you do something crazy, you're going to be the one in jail. So the best thing you can do is just use your coping skills. If you have a problem with someone, just tell them to go fuck themselves and then go hit up a hiking trail to get out that frustration and anger. Because yeah, we could all go fight somebody, but at the end of the day, if we're fighting people, just people are going to get hurt. People are going to get hurt. like recently, this girl has reached out to another guy and he just texted me last night, like pretty much threatening me. So that's what you're going to get, guys. They get other guys to triangulate, to upset you. Like in this case, she's probably trying to line up other rides, so she's hitting up ex-boyfriends and then trying to triangulate against me, talking shit about me, triangulating against me. But those are a lot of the behaviors you're going to get from impulsive borderline guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, Steve-O signing out.